Hello there! Now that you've met with your doctor and have decided to proceed with in vitro fertilization or IVF, let's review a little bit more about the process and what to expect during IVF treatment. Please keep in mind, everyone's process is a little bit different. This is just a general overview. Please be sure to be in touch with your primary care team for all of the finer details. Before we get started, there are 3 components that should be completed. Number 1, please make sure to have completed all of your prerequisite fertility evaluation. This includes blood work and ultrasound as ordered by your doctor. If you have a male partner who is involved, he will also need to complete his fertility evaluation, which includes blood work and a semen analysis. If you are using donor sperm for your treatment, please be sure to order 2 vials to be delivered to our office. We accept these deliveries Monday through Friday in the mornings, not on holidays, not on weekends. We do need the vials to be in the office before you start your treatment with us, so please be sure to be in touch with your primary care team if you have questions about ordering. Please make sure to follow up with your financial coordinator to obtain financial clearance for your treatment. If you are planning to use insurance to cover your treatment, your financial coordinator will need to submit an authorization request with your insurance. If you are self-pay and will be paying out of pocket to cover the cost of the treatment, please be sure to remit payment to your financial coordinator 2 weeks in advance of your expected start date. If you are using insurance, please keep in mind it can take insurance companies between 2 to 4 weeks to approve an authorization request for your cycle. Even if insurance is covering your treatment cycle, there still may be some out-of-pocket fees. For example, the embryo biopsy fee that you would still be responsible for in advance of the treatment cycle. Your financial coordinator will reach out to you to notify you of any out-of-pocket fees, if applicable. Please be sure to remit payment for any out-of-pocket fees. We cannot get started with your treatment until you are financially cleared for the cycle. Once your financial coordinator has obtained financial clearance for your cycle, your medication coordinator will work with you to order the medicines that you will need for your treatment. If insurance requires or your preference is to use a mail order pharmacy to obtain your medications, please keep in mind it can take up to 1 week to get the medications delivered to you. Please keep in mind your pharmacy benefits may require pre-authorizations for the medications. This can take some time, so the best thing to do is get financial clearance early and have medicines ordered well in advance of your anticipated treatment cycle start. Once medicines have been ordered, please be sure to follow up with your pharmacies to either pick them up or have them delivered to your home. No need to take any of these medicines without instructions from your nurse, but we want you to have all of the medicines that will be needed for the cycle in advance of your expected treatment start date. We'll provide you with instructions on when and how to take all of the medicines. Once you have your medicines at home, please reach out to your nurse, and she will provide you with medication videos on how to review and prepare the medicines for when you start the cycle. Number 3, sign those consents. Your care coordinator will reach out to you via email with the consent forms to review, sign, and email back to us. If you are going to be doing pre-implantation genetic testing or PGT, you will also need to sign additional forms for your genetic testing lab. If you have any questions about the consent forms, please reach out to your primary team. Now that all 3 components are completed, you are ready to get started. You will need to email your care coordinator on the very first day of your period. We define the first day of your period as bright red blood flow before 3 p.m. on any given day. Once you notify your care coordinator with the first day of your period, we will schedule you to come in on cycle day 2 or 3 for ultrasound and blood work. We have 2 offices for your convenience. If your cycle day 1 starts on a weekend or a holiday, please email fertilityday1@cumc.columbia.edu, and a member of our weekend or holiday staff will get back to you the next day to help schedule you in for that cycle day 2 or 3 appointment. At this first appointment, you'll have ultrasound and blood work. Your doctor will review those results later on that day, and if everything looks baseline and normal, you'll receive an email from your nurse from approximately 11:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. with instructions to get started with medicines and when to come back into the office for another visit. Please note, the emails that you receive from your nurse will be encrypted, so they sometimes go to your junk folder. If you have not received an email by 5 p.m. on any given day, please call our emergency line at 646-756-8282, and a doctor on call will be able to help you with your instructions. Once you start injections for the cycle, you will be on daily medicines, and we will need to see you frequently during the process to monitor your response. If you have a male partner who will be producing a sperm sample, please be sure to pick up a home production kit from the front desk during one of your visits. Keep this kit at home. Later on, you'll get instructions for your partner to produce the sample on the day of your retrieval and bring it in that same morning. We do have facilities for in-office sperm production on the day of your retrieval. However, we actually prefer home production as the sperm collection method. So this is why it is our recommendation. Most women will be on about 8 to 12 nights worth of injections. Once the doctor determines that your follicles are looking large and you are ready for retrieval, you will receive instructions to take trigger injections to prepare for your retrieval. Keep in mind, the trigger times are very specific, so please be sure to take your trigger injections at the time specified in your email from the nurse. Once you trigger, your retrieval date and time will be set approximately 36 hours after you've taken the trigger injections. Your egg retrieval will occur under anesthesia, so you will need a chaperone to bring you home afterwards. The whole process takes about 2 weeks, so please be sure to stay local and have no travel plans during that time period. Once your eggs are retrieved, if you are egg freezing, your process is over. You will receive an update the day after your retrieval with the number of eggs that were mature and able to be frozen. If your plan is to fertilize eggs, the eggs and sperm will be combined on the same day that the eggs are retrieved, and then the following day, you will be updated on your fertilization results. From then on, please be in touch with your primary team about what your next steps will be. Your plan could be for a fresh embryo transfer, freeze-all, or pre-implantation genetic testing, or PGT. This will all be explained to you when you meet with your physician to discuss your specific treatment process. If you are freezing embryos, you will receive an update 1 week later with the number of blastocyst embryos frozen. If you are planning for PGT or pre-implantation genetic testing, you can expect to get those results in an additional 2 weeks. I hope this overview was helpful for you and gives you a sense of what to expect. Your team here at CUFC is here for you every step of the way, so please reach out to us if you have any questions at all.